The Democrat panic attack is officially real, and it's officially here. Kamala Harris is so desperate to defame President Trump. She's so shameless and willing to slander President Trump, so disingenuous to disparage President Trump, she'll libel him as an admirer of Hitler. Hell, she'll call him Hitler. She's off the rails and willing to do anything at this point. She actually used her office yesterday. In fact, abused her office yesterday to smear President Trump. She did this on the grounds of the Naval Observatory, which serves as the official residence of the Vice President of the United States. She did this in the name of her office, before the seal of her office, so as to steal the office of the presidency of the United States. She told another whopper in the hopes that she could link President Trump to the man who coined the expression. She lied about the partisan rag that printed this lie, The Atlantic. She lied about every part of the story. She lied to save herself from near certain political ruin. She lied to save her sham of a career in public office. And so she resorted to repeating the most ridiculous lie yet. I mean, it's the most ridiculous lie about President Trump of them all. Soon she will lose the privileges of that office and be without an office, thanks to the votes and the voters that will deliver this verdict of history. Because it has been said before, soon our long national nightmare will be over. Yeah, listen to this.
It's deeply troubling and incredibly dangerous that Donald Trump would invoke Adolf Hitler, the man who is responsible for the deaths of 6 million Jews and hundreds of thousands of Americans. All of this is further evidence for the American people of who Donald Trump really is. This is a window into who Donald Trump really is, from the people who know him best, from the people who worked with him side by side in the Oval Office and in the Situation Room.
This all comes from an unsubstantiated smear piece released by The Atlantic a couple of days ago. All garbage. The people that were anywhere near the claims that were made said none of that ever happened. None of it. Kamala Harris is not a serious candidate. But for her latest media stunt, she would still be MIA, which is to say a serious candidate does not wind down or walk off or take a day off, doesn't disappear in the lead up to the election day. If, however, the candidate is Kamala Harris, the opposite seems to be true, because Harris is the Democrat candidate for president, of course. The opposite. The fact that she lacks President Trump's work ethic is the only thing that is true about this campaign. And yet, she wants a part-time schedule with full-time benefits, which is why she's trailing in the polls and falling behind farther every single day. Brand new polling today from the Wall Street Journal shows her behind President Trump nationally by 2 points, a poll she led by 2 points just a month ago. She lacks what President Trump enjoys, the big momentum. Her rallies are remarkable for them being unremarkable. Her remarks memorable for being unmemorable. Yeah. Trump's everywhere. Red states, swing states, blue states. He sold out Madison Square Garden in less than 3 hours. That's where he'll be Sunday. I'll be there with him. He's true to his word. More importantly, he knows that voters, New York voters in particular, many of them Democrats, want to see him in person, and so they shall when they fill 20,000 plus seats there this weekend. President Trump also knows how to be funny. He knows that a good candidate must be a good performer. And good's never good enough for Donald Trump, as you know. He wants perfection. He never fails to inspire and deliver for an audience. He is, after all, a star, the only president besides Ronald Reagan who has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So when President Trump says Kamala Harris is sleeping, when he jokes about her low-energy campaign, he nonetheless makes a serious point. He doesn't lecture or talk down to the audience. He gets his point across while giving people what they want, a performance. As this clip will show, a great performer connects with the audience. Timing is indeed everything, and President Trump has the timing of a true professional, maximizing his time, unlike Harris, because he wants to win. He has to win. Here he is.
You know where Kamala is today? They don't want to tell you. No. You don't know where she is? You know where she is? She's sleeping. She took a day off. She's got no energy at all. Her speeches last for about 15 minutes. Peter knows that, by Peter. Her speeches last for about 15, 20 minutes. She's out of there. And right now, so think of this. We have 14 days to the most important election in the history of our country. It's actually only important for us. It's important. For them, I don't think it's that important. I really don't think it's that important. But you know what she did? She took a day off. How do you take a day off? 14 days, you don't take days off, right? I've gone 52 days now. I got 14 more. We don't take days off. We got to win this thing. If we don't win it, our country's in big trouble.
You know, he's right about everything he said. And like the performer he is, President Trump knows how to segue. Take, for instance, his comment about Harris being a threat to democracy. In Pennsylvania, speaking on the economy and illegal aliens and illegal immigration, the latter threatens the former. Illegal immigrants threaten the economic and physical safety of tens of millions of Americans today. Put another way, crime shouldn't pay. Global corporations should not reward illegal aliens with jobs because the illegals are, by definition, criminals. They're here illegally. They have no right to work here. If this trend continues, or rather because Kamala Harris wants the trend to continue because she refuses to do anything to stop the illegals from flowing in, the results will continue to be disastrous. In this way, Harris is very much a threat to democracy and to our republic. Here's more.
Pennsylvania, you have to stand up and you have to tell Kamala Harris, who shouldn't be there, she's a threat to democracy. The way they took over, they call me a threat to democracy, right? She's a threat to democracy because she shouldn't even be the candidate. They should have picked a candidate fairly, not just given her because they want to be politically correct.
Yeah. The threat is real today. You know, the term democracy, by the way, that the Democrats use all the time. A threat to democracy. Donald Trump is Hitler. He's Hitler. He's just like the guy that killed 6 million Jews. I don't remember Donald Trump killing anybody when he was in office. Did you know that the Department of Defense, there was a little thing written here, just a few days ago, by your good friends in the Democrat Party. Let me see. It is, I'm going to tell you exactly what this is, so you know. It is DoD Directive 5240.01. Gives the Pentagon power for the first time in history to use lethal force on Americans on U.S. soil. DoD Directive 5240.01. Look it up. And Trump is the threat to democracy? I don't think so. More after the break.